Hello, 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 and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today is the day we are going to Adventure Rank Ascension 2. So, the reason for this is I have my characters kind of max level for what they are right now. Can't really progress them. Built up enough supplies, essentially, well, except for Traveler, to basically level everyone as soon as we get the chance to. So, yeah, that's kind of what we gotta do. But in order to do that, we have to complete this domain. So, doing this ascension, clearing the rune, will give us some possible rewards, including 3, I believe the last 3, of the Geo Depths keys. Let me... Not quite all of them, but yes, most of them. For sure. I seem to be missing. There's one. And where else? Oh well, we'll find it. They're around. I know of at least 2 that we can unlock right off the bat. Oh, actually, I see there's 3 of them pretty close, all in Bishu fields. So, we will do this. Huge number of monsters established at Cap of the Ruins, threatening the safety of the area. Oh, they want... They want
this
cryo,
interesting.
fire, water,
We can do this.
and I don't have... I guess I could do wind. We probably don't need it. It's fine. This should be plenty. So yeah, this... looks like looks like we've been in here with at least a very similar dungeon. Oh, yeah.
Dodge this.
I'll protect us.
Freeze.
Let's dance.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
Hey, go Baron Bunny. No one escapes my sights.
Cool it. Freeze. What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Hike. Ink.
Cool it!
Let it rain. Hey!
Guess there's no real reason to do that, other than I like to destroy things, but yeah.
Dodge this!
Let the show begin.
Oh, so sorry.
No treasures. A boo. Alright, wonder what we're gonna face here.
Ready, steady, go! Oh. I'll protect us.
Cool it! Don't push your luck. Dodge this!
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
No one escapes my sight.
Dodge this!
Steady as stone. Get him!
Freeze! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
No escape! I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Oof. Okay, world level adjustment. The change world level function is now unlocked. When you view world level details, you can decrease the world level by 1 or restore your world level. Okay. Nope. When your world level increases, you'll gain more bountiful treasures. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright. So, now we need to move. So, from here, what do we have? Okay. Spend 1 storage key? Sure. 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 So we now have a ton of story quests unlocked. What about these? No. I have to do the rest of these. Noel, 12 endings for this. Jeez. Anyway. Okay. So.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
As far as party goes, we're gonna switch back
This
to
world
our
is full of
main
unsolved mysteries.
party.
I'll keep an eye on you.
We're also gonna head back over to Mondstadt because this is our start, our home.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
So, we got this. So now we have level 36, level 37, level 38, level 39, level 40, level 41, level 42, level 43, level 44, and level 45. Now, we have another ascension, but we are not going to ascend from here. The reason being, this is a great place to hold, because now we are guaranteed yellow artifact drops from the various domains out there, and we just got a ton of resources. So, now we can do some things like level up our traveler and descend him. So now we can get to level 80. But what we're gonna do is go just shy of that. I basically want to... Perfect. We want to be just here, so that way we can still gain experience from killing monsters and things. We also got an Acquaint Feint from that. Weapons. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to head over Windrise and resonate with Animo. So I can finish our Animo constellation. Almost finished. Need one more of those. I'm sure that will be. Let's just head to. Actually, since we are going to be in Inazuma, let's head over to Inazuma City and go to the Adventurers Guild here.
Ad Astra, ad.
Yes, yes. And I want to see something. There. That's the last one we need, I guess. Then that is Noblesse. Yes, Noblesse set. Yeah, so can't look beyond 50. But when we level up to 46, we'll be able to max out Traveler's constellation, at least for his Animo constellation. Alright. Actually, before we do that, talent-wise, these I don't have those fully leveled. We'll have to deal with that in a later time. As far as voiceover stuff goes, let's clear this out. Just a couple new things, I'm sure. Yep, and the rest is all locked. Alright, now then, for Amber, level her up. And send her. And level up to 79. Grab our Queen Fate. So yeah, so we're almost to max rank. We need to be adventure rank 50 for that in order to fully max them out. So we've got plenty of time. Let's see. Nothing constellation wise. Talents. Yeah, I need more of those arrowheads. And then this is starting to get, we need. See, Dvalin's Sigh wouldn't even start dropping until like now. So there's that. Don't know why I left. Go here. Ascend Lisa. Okay. these. Okay. I'll have to do a poll here in a sec.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. La da 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 da.
Mhm.
I wonder when I'll be.
Benny's
Yeah,
Adventure Team,
can't.
assemble!
Alright. And then, the only thing that we can do is, I want to say that I have, yes, everything to ascend. Should, nope, be able to ascend most weapons. Yeah, these cores are hard to come by. I have to farm for them. But that is okay. Ugh. Might need to. Let's see. Hold on. So. Yeah, I definitely want her weapon elevated. I'd like to get both of these up. Alchemy is right here. Let's just see how many of those. Oh, we can also, now that we've unlocked the ability to get yellow artifacts, we can now, every 3 5-star artifact we offer can create a strong box, which has one of the things. They have pretty much a ton of that, like, certainly most of the, like, most common ones. So, that's nice. Where was I? Right. We also unlocked the ability to make the gold talent ascension materials, which is cool. Looking for chaos cores. I can make 13. So we're gonna do it. And that should actually be able to, yeah, ascend this, and also, oh, so close. Ugh, dang, that is very annoying. Alright, well, let's enhance this. I've got so many of these. So many of these. Alright, you're maxed. Have to find some leveling. I can make more leveling materials, that's for sure. So that's okay. All right. So here's hoping that. Wait. What do we have here? Aha! We've unlocked chapter 8. So, upgrade the Statue of the 70 way to level 9. Defeat 20 bosses. Single player level 3 characters up to level 70. Enhance 8. Minimum 4-star artifacts to 16. Enhance 3 weapons. Ascend weapons. Ascend a character. Unlock 15 Shrine of Depths. Spend 300 nano sigils. Spend 300 geo sigils. Clear Spiral Abyss. Getting there. Equip 2 characters with 4-piece sets. Minimum of 4-star artifacts. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and we've unlocked chapter 9 as well. Clear Memories, Storming Terror 2. Unlock 18 Shrine of Depths. Send 3 characters to phase 5. Send weapons. Enhance a weapon to level 80. Spend 500 annual sigils. 500 geo sigils. Spiral Abyss. Level 1 character up to 80. Equip 2 characters with 4-star set piece of 5-star artifacts. Enhance 8 5-star artifacts. Then we've got all these. Okay. And then we spent tons of Mora, because of course we did. We have to use our resin. And also, before we get too out of things, we need to there is a Shrine of Depths. up top here. We're close by. Should be able to get a... Ah. Almost. Just across the way here. Now that we have 3 of those keys, let's clear some more of Bishu Plain.
I'll keep this close.
Considering. Alright. You are done. Next up is... over here. It is in a cavern, I think. Like right here, actually. Yep.
A reward on the road.
And last but not least, one here. And I do believe that there is one more of these to be unlocked at a later time.
Is this an answer from this world?
Yes, because that, if I opened all of them, that would mean I would have a, what do you call it? A achievement. Yep, so we are missing one key to open one final thing here. Alrighty, so from here, what are we gonna do? I would like to, just to save myself some time, I'm going to make some condensed resin. The original resin that I got. Perfect. That should be enough for this. Done. And then what else do I need? I need to do some more domain challenges, ley lines, request bound. Oh, I haven't done my whatchamacallit, the reputation quests, bounties, and because I'm going to be doing those in this area, because I've unlocked the reputation, fully maxed out reputation in Mondstadt. Have to then obviously finish And look, we're at 100% Bishu Plains. I wonder if that last place is here in Shenhua Valley. Or Shenhua Vale. But anyway, yeah, we've got a lot we have to do. And first things first. Where are you? What am I doing? I want to go to Inazuma. Let's just head to... Actually, before we do that, let's go here. Because we have that world quest. Yep. Talk to Xavier. So, need to keep this moving along. Oh, you know what else I wanted to check? Ooh, 14 of those. Nice. Alright. Xavier. Ah, such perfect timing, Traveler. The data has almost all been gathered, and it's now time to retrieve our beacons. Leave it to me. That I shall, that I shall. Best be quick and sneaky too. Don't let those Fatui spot you. Let's start up here. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Can I make it? Oh boy. Oh, you jerk.
Let me try.
Not interested. Go back over here. Yikes. Lightning struck tree. The thunderwood is a plant that can counteracts Bale Thunder. Stand near this mystical tree to avoid being harmed by Bale Thunder. Oh, cool. Last beacon is over here. Okay. Let's see. Party. For now, we'll get Barbara.
I'll take care of it. We can do it. Let the show begin.
We can get some healing going. Alright, Mr. Xavier. How did it go? Do you have all our beacons? Yep, I got them. Was not easy. Bravo! Now, give me a moment and I'll modify this device. I must say, the two have been acting more and more strangely recently. They seem to be gathering around the core of the furnace. Hopefully they aren't hatching some other dastardly plot. Or should I say, trying to do something that we won't be able to mitigate. Oh, they are, probably. Okay. So that is that. So... do we do Archon quests? We also have Sarai Storm Chasers. This takes us to a completely new island, but I don't know that we want to do that just yet. I think go to Narcotics. You need to complete the following quests. Oh, okay. Oh, story quests. Really? Oh no. Caressius Aratus Chapter, Act 1 is a story quest. Oh. That is this one. Okay. This we need to do. We need to finish the Chasm Delvers? Really? Okay. Well, we'll do this one, since that's what we need to do. But I do also want to head back over to Rito and make sure that there aren't any... there are. So there's this quest right here. From Alrani. Hello, Alrani. What are you doing? Hey, traveler, why are you here? Are you Alrani? After you helped me gather some materials previously, I was preparing to write a thesis on visions and elemental powers. The outline was drawn up, the materials were found, and you were a special example of someone who does not have vision, but can still use the power of the elements. So I wrote up the first draft and sent it to the academia for my tutor to review, but the topic is shallow, the logic is unclear, the content is rambling and incomprehensible. The paper was summarily rejected. Again. So it's a rewrite? Yeah. Well, I've rewritten it twice already. What's another time? The first time I wanted to go to Mondstadt to collect data, and to write a paper about life in Mondstadt and the Four Winds. But as soon as I passed the stone gate, I heard that the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, who should be one of the Four Winds of Mondstadt, had suddenly started attacking the city of Mondstadt. I specifically went Timon said to consult Mr. Said, but he didn't know the reason either, and couldn't help me with my paper. Since I didn't have a core argument or any evidence, I had to change the topic. So you went to Liyue. Yes, I thought that since the Geo-Archon in Liyue is so diligent and personally guards Liyue Harbor, and also helps to guide its overall development, if I wrote a paper on the relationship between the Geo-Archon and Liyue Harbor, there should be enough material. And then Morax suddenly... Oh. No one wanted that kind of accident to happen. After failing twice, I had no other choice. If I couldn't put a good paper together, I wouldn't be able to show my face back in the academia again. So I wanted to go out into Liyue's courtyard, or countryside, and investigate and find a paper topic. But you already know what happened next. To tell the truth, even when I was captured by the treasure hoarders and pressed for the whereabouts of the treasure, I still felt less stressed than when I was writing my paper. After all, I had a clear idea of what those guys wanted from me, whereas I have no idea what my tutor wants from my paper, even now. Is your tutor that terrible? Absolutely terrifying. Now I'll have you know that my tutor is actually a very patient and knowledgeable person. But when it comes to essay writing guidance, no matter what the tutor was like before, they all suddenly become super scary. So I still haven't been able to hand in my paper, and the deadline is getting closer and closer. My tutor must be losing patience. If I dare to go back to the academia empty-handed, I've no doubt that he will banish me to sweep the library floor forever. As such, I came to Inazuma to find less popular topics, such as the Inazuman people's living conditions under the Vision Hunt Decree. Don't get caught again. I won't. I mean, I don't have a vision, and in Inazuma, this might actually be considered an advantage. I've worked out how to conduct the investigation, starting with recording the daily life of the people on this island. If you're interested, you can come and help me with the recording. Sure. Let's go. There's still a great many shops on this island for us to explore. Let's start with the one called Epikusu. Oh wow, that was terrible. I think the pictures might be a good way to record Inazuma. Let's take a picture of the editor with the camera first. Okay. Oh. B.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
So that's what Inazuman's specialties are like. Hey, what are you doing? Hello, I'm Alrani, a scholar from Sumeru. I'm doing research on Inazuma for an academic paper. Investigating us at a time like this, so suspicious. I don't care what your purpose is. You're disturbing me, so just leave. The owner of the shop doesn't seem very friendly. Well, you didn't ask permission, you just took a picture. Hey, what are you doing? Hello, I'm a researcher from the academia, right? I didn't expect to see someone like you here. How did you... I just had to take one look at you to know you're a researcher. There's plenty of them back in Sumeru, after all. Did you come all the way here from Sumeru to Inazuma for this so-called sociological study? Yes, I'm just making some preparations. Are you also from the academia? No, I haven't the talent to be an academic. I'm just an ordinary businessman. Since you're writing a paper, you can record whatever you like here if you want. But first, let me give you some advice. The Outlander Affairs Agency is wary of Outlanders like us, so remember to be a bit more restrained while you're doing your research. If you get into any trouble, it would be hard for an Outlander like you, who only just came to Inazuma, to extricate themselves. I understand. Thank you. Well, off you go. Start writing stuff down. The business people in Inazuma are unwelcome to strangers. Let's try something else. There's a wharf up ahead. Maybe we can try talking to the fishermen. Hello? You two, what are you doing? Hello, I'm Elrani, a scholar from Sumeru. I'm doing some academic research here. Research? I'm a fisherman. What's there to research? Do you have permission from the Outlander Affairs Agency to do suspicious things like that? I heard from Gonshiro that this kind of behavior should be reported to the agency first, right? Why do you need a permit for such mundane things? Why? Is there such a thing? I've never heard that one before. You're getting more and more suspicious by the minute. You'd better come and see Miss Kageyama with me. She's an inspector with the agency. She'll know how to handle your affairs. Wait, hold on. I'm really just an academic researcher. I'll go report to the agency later. Mr. Obata, what's going on here? I could hear the row from all the way over there. Oh, Mr. Vahid. Well, these two have been loitering around, claiming to be doing some kind of academic research. But when I asked, they don't seem to have permission from the Outlander Affairs Agency. I was going to take them to see Miss Kageyama. Elrani, what are you running around for? Shouldn't you be helping at the store? See? Told you not to run around. Hey! Huh? You've been writing that paper for so long already. What's the point of rushing it now? Can't you see you're disturbing Mr. Obata? Why, Mr. Vahid, this is... She's a scholar whom I invited from the academia to work as a consultant for my shop. Because she's writing a paper about Inazuma, she's looking for inspiration around these parts. She just came over from the academia, so she doesn't understand the rules around here. I'm still going through the procedures with the Outlanders Affairs Agency, but she can't help running around sometimes. I'm sorry for disturbing you, Mr. Obata. I'm so sorry that it disturbed you, Mr. Obata. Oh, it's fine. It was a misunderstanding on my part to begin with. I guess you really are a scholar. All right, Elrani, come over here. We need to have a talk. Mr. Obata, please excuse me.
Please show some proof of identification.
Didn't I just tell you, don't do anything suspicious? The current situation in Inazuma is such that if the Outlander Affairs Agency got involved, there would be no way to resolve things peacefully. Fortunately, I was paying attention to what you were doing. Are things that serious? Is the situation so tense? It can't be too sure. I can't be too sure from where I'm at, but judging by how tense the Kanju commissioners are, the situation can't be good. See the checkpoint in Rito? If you want to enter Inazuma, you need to get a permit. Oh no, does this mean that I can't go to the other islands to collect data? Don't worry, I've asked around at the Outlander Affairs Agency before. As it turns out, it might be easier to get a permit if you apply under me, since I'm a businessman here in Inazuma. Thank you, but why do you want to help me? Is this what they call fellowship between countrymen? Sympathy. Well, a little. It's not often that I can meet someone from Sumeru in Inazuma. But really, I too wish to ask a favor of you. Oh, but I'm not a good salesperson. It's not about that. Well, this is somewhat embarrassing, but although I'm in the fertilizer business, I don't know much about these fertilizers. When people ask me about special characteristics of these fertilizers, I can only refer to the instructions that came with the packaging. I don't know enough to say anything more persuasive. If you're willing, I'd like you to help me think about how to market them. At least help me introduce them in a more persuasive manner, such that I'll be able to attract more customers. In return, I promise that I'll get a permit for you from the Outlander Affairs Agency so that you can enter other places in Inazuma. What do you think? Do you agree? Huh, so Sumeru does have people who aren't researchers of some kind. Seems reasonable. Marketing? I did learn something similar to that at the academia. You've learned that too? I've just read some relevant books. It's all theory. I've never put them into practice. After all, the academia was no place to practice marketing in any way. But if I study the applications of these fertilizers, perhaps I can come up with some selling points that can be used in marketing. That would be great. Let's not just stand here and talk. You're probably hungry after all that. Let me make you something to eat. Traveler, can you please help find some food? I need a portion of fish, a portion of seagrass, and a portion of rice. Leave it to me. Oh, rice. Huh, it's nothing fancy, just an old recipe. Do I have rice? I don't know if I've bought any rice. Nope, it doesn't look like I have rice. Dang it. No, that is not what I wanted. I wanted the map. Yeah, I don't know if I... Well, Poe. I think I'm going to have to go to... Yep. Inazuma. Not you. Probably you. I'd like to see what's on the menu. Fish, crab, seagrass, blah, 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 flour, sugar. No rice. Well, that is not good. Maybe it is you? Groceries? Yeah, groceries. I'd like to make a purchase. Salt, pepper, rice. There we go. Do I have any rice? I guess not. Let's grab, like... Yeah. No, I don't have much of any of these things. Got a lot of those. I was buying a lot of stuff. Alright, that should be good. But that means we gotta go back to here. And... Here you go, Vahi. Have you found the ingredients? Yep. Yep. And yep. Don't worry, it's more than sufficient. Just a moment. It'll be ready soon. Well, it looks delicious. You're a great cook. If you live alone for a long time, you'll naturally learn this kind of thing. Go on, dig in. I'm also doing this for the business. In the beginning, I was thinking about many different ways to market our fertilizer. One thing I thought of was to use the vegetables grown with my fertilizer as ingredients to make delicious food, which would help prove their efficacy. But later I realized that the idea of cooking in a fertilizer shop was a little inappropriate, so I gave it up. It is a bit out of place. Of course, now that I have Miss Alrani's help, I won't have to come up with these terrible ideas by myself. I'll do my best, but about the issue with the travel permit, leave it to me. If there are any problems, it should be done in just a few days. Still, a researcher coming to Inazuma is a rare sight. What sort of paper are you writing? I don't know. I don't know yet. I hope to finish the paper while I'm in Inazuma. If I can't get it done, I'll have to go back to the academia to face the music. Vahid's needed onigiri. Anhishin blessing? Have you never heard of it? It's a specialty from our Sumeru, the grace of Lesser Lord Kusanali. No matter how barren the land and dreadful the climate, a small amount of it shall work wonders. Oh, what's the theory behind the product? Well, it must be the elemental power within, which grants the land more vitality, and then that, I'm not a researcher, so I really can't explain it well. Anyway, we, the Sumeru locals, all use this stuff for farming. Its effects are impeccable. It's perfect either for your own use or as a gift for your family and friends. I don't know that I would give fertilizer as a gift to family and friends. Maybe that's just me. But, you know. Melon. That's okay. In another land, we got that one, and then that I've also got. All right, so. Trying to see something. There was a... Yeah. Already got it. Okay. See? Oh. Where the heck are we? What's this doing here? Who could have put it there? Sounds like someone's coming. Quick, we've got to hide. Okay, you know what? There. Well, so the stuff's finally arrived. Took 'em long enough. Ugh, and this box is broken on one side, too. Come on, I told him to be careful. Let's just hope nothing inside is broken. Whew, looks like none of the bottles broke. Why is this bottle's cap loose? You have to unscrew it first before installing it. Come on. And these alcohol-making ingredients have too strong a flavor. Let's move them out first. What are all these slimes doing here? Oh wait, that's Harrison. Looks like, oh, what are these slimes? They're gonna, more helping. Mm-hmm.
Wind blade.
Leave it all to me. No, no one escapes my sights.
Thank you, Traveler. Thank you so much for your help. If not for you, this place would have been my grave. You set this camp up? What are you up to here? Moving goods. Moving goods. I mean, you know, that doing business is hard here on Rito. This camp is, well, you can consider a little trick of mine. Some days back, I commissioned a friend to ship me some alcohol-making ingredients from Mondstadt. He then got a test batch of the new product from the Dawn Winery, which just shipped here. But he hasn't been all that careful, so some of the boxes are broken, and the cap on a bottle of alcohol-making ingredients was loosened. I decided to unscrew it so that I could then reinstall it, but I never expected that a whole bunch of slimes would come jumping out of the unscrewed cap. What a strange occurrence. Brewery ingredients from the Dawn Winery? It doesn't matter right now. As for the ingredients, I'll settle with the fellow the next time he comes by. You've saved my life, and I owe you something for that. Take these first, then. That aside, you see that small boat over there? That's another one of my little tricks. Using that boat, you can sneak over to Narukami Island from here. Convenient, huh? And why would I need to sneak? You see, this is why they call, expecting the unexpected. Well, I need to go back and take stock of those goods, so I can't stay here long. Once again, thank you so much. Looks like I'll have to change up my pickup spot. The Rito Road. Okay. What's on the other side here? Oh. Okay. Are there any quests on those islands? Nope, doesn't look like it. So, as far as other quests go, most are in Inazuma City, that is. There might be some at the Kamisato estate. And maybe here? Close by? What was this one? The edge of this. Yep. Parvana, Julie, and Shidong. Parvana, are there really branches like that around? I think so. That's what it says here in this book. Ugh, I'm starving. Hey, Pravana, why don't you look up some other method in your dictionary? What do you think I am, omnipotent? Besides, this isn't a dictionary. It's just a travelogue from the academia. Fine, just think of a way, please. Otherwise, we'll have to eat grilled fish again. Grilled fish? Ugh. Let's just go back to town and get an adventurer to help. Or put up a commission, shall we? Isn't that what you used to do back in Lioa when you had a problem? That was Lioa. We're in Inazuma now. We're strangers to this land. What are you all doing? Are you an adventurer? A traveler? Or both? Well, forget it. Who cares? I guess this is fate. We're the Gourmet Supremos. We're currently traveling around the world in a quest to improve our culinary skills. Ugh, I'm begging you. Can you please not say that name out loud? Come on, it's fine. Anyway, traveler, are you going to collect sakura blooms? If so, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. This place has been blocked by some kind of weird contraption. There's no way in. The method you mentioned earlier. Oh, you're really going in? Well, that method was recorded inside Pravana's dictionary. I told you, it's not a dictionary. It's a travelogue from the academia. Well, whatever the case, she found a way. It says you need to touch a thunder sakura bough before you can go through this barrier. But as for those thunder sakura boughs, to be honest, you have no idea what they really look like. There aren't any photos in this book either. I'm officially sick of eating grilled fish. If I can get my hands on some of those sakura blooms, I'm sure I can whip something nice up. I've heard that the ones here have the best mouthfeel and make for perfect cooking ingredients. But why, oh why, does there have to be a barrier here? Well, we'll keep trying our luck around here. Let us know if you find some leads, traveler. Mr. Zudong, is that really how you ask someone for a favor? Oh right. Traveler, if you could help us bring some sakura blooms out from inside. If you could do that, never mind the payment. Zudong here will also make you some really awesome food. You're really good at making these dishes, huh, Julie? Well, that's how it is, traveler. Please help us, if you don't mind. I don't really see any sakura blooms, though. Are these the sakura blooms you've been looking for? It's just a bunch of monsters blocking the path. Ah, yes, that they are. And this color. Woo! Can we finally eat now? Wait, you've already passed through the barrier? Did you use the method I told you about? That I did. Could you tell me where to find that thunder sakura bough? When you touched that bough, how did the electrogranum come to rest upon you? Wait, I'm sorry. Let me pull out my notebook. Oh. Did you feel anything after the electrogranum attached itself to you? And Pravana, please, give this traveler a moment. They just helped us out. I think our research can wait a bit, right? Thank you very much, traveler. As we agreed, you will be paid. Before that, just wait here with us for a while. I believe I'll be able to make a dish with the sakura blooms that you brought. I've heard of an Inazuma specialty known as sakura tempura. I suppose now's the time to try it out. Give me a while to prepare. It shouldn't take too long. So come, find me in a moment. Goes like this and this. Have you finished it yet? Just hold on a moment. Wrap it up in flour, put it on to dry, and there we go. Sakura tempura. Try it while it's hot. It's delicious, if a bit too hot. I believe that this tempura also needs to be served with a special dipping sauce. A dipping sauce? Well, I must say I haven't prepared one of those yet. I'll look into it next time we should get the chance. The serving of Sakura tempura is yours, traveler. Please take it as thanks for your help. Ah, yes, I'll give you a copy of the recipe too. Just give me a moment to write it down. Try it yourself if you get the chance. Cooking is really fun, you know. Thank you. Don't mention it. We'll be in Inazuma for a while, so I suspect that we might head to Kananazuka later. Julie says she also wants to see the sacred sakura tree at the Grand Narukami Shrine. They say that all the sakura blooms on this island fell from that huge tree. I wonder how large must that tree have been to have so many leaves fall from it. You should pay it a visit if it takes your fancy too. Thank you for the help once again, traveler. Well, I'm going to have a bite too. I'm starving. After enjoying a sumptuous meal, the gourmet guys leave. Okay. Alright, well. Sakura tempura. Alright. And then from here, let's just take a quick detour over to Kamisato Estate. Shrine Maiden. Fruta. Nope. No quests yet. Let's see, we've got... Okay, so that... we already got that one. So there was a quest to get the access to reputation stuff. So that is done. Alright. Now, let's head to Inazuma.
Here, let me...
Midori!
I've been to the outside world before.
Well, I'm running out of news stories to tell Kuichi. What kind of news story? It's a new story told by Uncle Ramsey. He said he's been to many countries and seen many interesting things. In order to record these things, he wrote something called a travelogue. He showed me a lot of his travelogues. For example, there's a kind of iron carriage that flies in the sky in Fontaine. It runs along an invisible road. It takes no time to travel from one end of the village to the other. There's a special kind of grass in Sumeru which can be planted anywhere. It can be planted in soil, water, or sand. Once it's planted, it will sprout and grow. And there's a kind of boat that can stay at the bottom of the sea for a really long time. By riding in that boat, people can go to the deep sea and do all kinds of things and see all kinds of fish. Really? Anyway, that's what Uncle Ramsay told me. Well, that's not the point. Recently, Uncle Ramsay stopped sending his travelogues for some reason, so I'm running out of stories to tell Koichi. I know that Uncle Ramsay has been staying at Komura Tea House. I wanted to go find him, but the gatekeeper, Sister Kozu, won't let me in because I'm a kid. You look old enough. Can you help me ask Uncle Ramsay what happened to those travelogues? I'm not that old. Anyway, you look like a reliable person. Please help me. I'll see. Oh, are you also interested in reading those travelogues? No problem. Just give them to me when you're finished. Oh, I'll go with you, although I can't get in. I can wait for you near the tea house. I'm so looking forward to reading Uncle Ramsay's new travelogue. International Travelogue. Let's see here. We've got.
Is it just me? Or are there more Outlanders now?
Hold on. There's another quest up there. There's a couple quests. Well, let's go and finish this one real quick. Alright, Miss Kozu. Welcome to the Komori Tea House. How can I help you? About Ramsay. Oh, that businessman? He is indeed in the tea house, but he's been quite stressed recently. Not sure what happened. If you want to find him, just go inside. You'll see him. Alright.
My apologies. Komore Tea House.
Hello, Ramsay. Are you a traveler? Oh, what can I do for you? About the travelogue. Oh, you mean the travelogue I wrote for that little girl Midori. I've been too busy to write those lately. She must be getting anxious. Are those travelogues real? What do you think? I hope it's true. I also wish the things I wrote could come true. That's right. Technically, none of the facts in the travelogues are real. Although some places and characters are based on reality, most of the contents are my own imagination. Of course, some of it is not entirely imaginary. For example, in the travelogue that I'm writing, someone made a super balloon. Then he summoned his friends and planned to travel around Tevat in this balloon in 80 days. Also, this balloon does not require vision to operate. All it takes is some technical knowledge. These people travel around the world in the balloon, and they encounter various strange things and phenomena along the way. I was going to write this for Midori, but for some reason, I didn't even have the time to finish a short paragraph. Why is that? Do you see that guy in the hallway? He's called Hihachi. He's been staring at me since I don't know when. I was going out to look for inspiration for my travelogue, but that guy has been following me everywhere. I don't know what he's trying to do. I'm worried that this guy has ill intentions towards me. I wouldn't dare go out. That's why the travelogue's been delayed. Fortunately, now you are here. Traveler, could you accompany me to look for inspiration outside? With you here, I don't think he would dare do anything to me. I'll take care of it. Thank you. As the saying goes, one must guard against others. Someone's staring at me from behind. I have to guard against him no matter what. And when I'm looking for inspiration, please protect me, Traveler. In fact, I've already had a few locations in mind. Let's go there right now. The first place is near the beach. Let's go. Hey, Hachi, who are you? What are you looking at? Get out of my way. Go to the nearby beach. The water at this beach is crystal clear, and the color of the sand is so white, it's completely different from the open seas. It would be a nice place to set sail from, or to take off from. The scenery here is nice. Let me write it down in my notes. Traveler, please wait a moment. I need to think about how to write my travelogue. You can walk around and enjoy the scenery. But please don't stray too far from me. That guy, Hachi, is following me. He's just nearby. Where is he, I wonder? Who is that? Aha! Why are you standing in my way? Are you trying to start something? Why are you following us? Following you? What? I'm just taking a walk around here. What's wrong with that? Do you own this beach? Who do you think you are? Pretty good. Scenery here is really nice. And then, let me have a look. There's a river bend in the outskirts of the north of town. A small waterfall there is very nice. Let's go there. Oh.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Why are there monsters running around? Although the scenery is very nice, it really is quite dangerous. But I can include this experience in my travelogue. Let's get out of here and find a safe place. That guy is still following us. He's really persistent. What the hell is this place? There are monsters here. Why are you following us? Me? Follow you? Aren't I allowed to come here and enjoy a walk and pick fruit? So paranoid. The last location is the top of that hill over there. Well, top of that hill is a summit. Okay, let's see. We'll glide from the Grand Archive Shop. Standing at the top of the mountain, you can almost see the entire Narukami Island. The wind at the mountaintop is quite strong, and the height is perfect for takeoff. There are no obstacles here. And it's a long way from Inazuma City. I won't be disturbed by Dushin, or by unwanted people. It really is a good location. In conclusion, it's a good location to take off from, and it's a nice place to write about in the travelogue. That guy, he's still following us. He just won't let us go. I'll get rid of him. It's fine. Don't worry about him. He wouldn't dare do anything rash with you around. When dealing with this kind of person, if you approach him, he would keep pestering you. Anyway, let's call it a day. Let's go back to the Komoro tea house. Okay. He's dead. No. I already have some ideas about the main story for my travelogue, but it'll take me a day or two to finish the chapter. I wrote a few paragraphs before. Please take these paragraphs to Midori first. When I am finished with the whole story, I'll ask someone to bring her the complete travelogue. Travelogue? That's what he says. How would I know if he has any other agendas? What are you talking about? I said this guy has ulterior motives for writing these travelogues. Who would think about such random nonsense? Traveling around Tevat in a hot air balloon without using a vision? There must be some sort of agenda behind it. He just hasn't exposed himself yet. Oh. Okay. That's weird. Hello, Midori. Midori, mate! Traveler, did you get the travelogue? This is from Mr. Ramsey. Travel around Tevat in 80 days. Wow, thank you. Let me have a look. Oh, how come this is so thin? The other travelogues are much thicker. He hasn't finished yet. Is that so? I'll wait and read it when Uncle Ramsey is finished. Then I'll have a new story to tell Koichi. Thank you, Traveler. These are for you. Please accept them. Okay. Kiminami Anna. What am I to do? What happened? Traveler, great, you have perfect timing. Do you remember the recipe you wrote for me last time when you and Miss Kamisato came to my store? Oh, that pizza was so popular that many customers came to the store to order it especially. But some customers also said that they were bored of eating this pizza all the time and asked if I had other pizza flavors. Although I've tried several methods to make new types of pizza based on feedback from customers, but I always feel that something is lacking, and the response from customers is not very good. Maybe I'm not good at making pizza. Traveler, you know a lot about this dish, right? Can you give me some advice? About the customer's feedback? Do you want to take a look at the customer feedback? Give me a moment, I'll look for it. Miss Rice said that although the taste of this pizza is not bad, but she felt that the pizza would taste better if it incorporated some of Inazuma's local ingredients. I wonder what ingredients she would like to see. Help me ask her. Okay. Talk to Rai. Oh, hello. Can I help you with something? About Kiminami's Restaurant's pizza. Oh, that pizza tastes really good. But how do I put this? I'm not very used to its flavor. I just thinking if you could mix some of Inazuma's local ingredients into the pizza, such as lavender melon, maybe the pizza will be more popular with everyone. Lavender melon on pizza? I mean, I like pineapple on pizza. But I guess I don't really know what lavender melon tastes like, so. Could be fine. Could be horrific. Traveler, you returned. Did you get feedback? About the customer feedback. Pizza made with lavender melon? That's not too complicated. The rest of the ingredients just need to be prepared as usual. Well, since the feedback said to incorporate some of Inazuma's local ingredients, then I can add some other ingredients. Sea Ganoderma? Neckweed? Oh, how about fluorescent fungus? Need some help? Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy thinking about what ingredients to put in. Let's see, I don't think there's much lavender melon left in the store. Can you help me get lavender melon when it comes to ingredients? This should be all that I'm missing. I'm on it. I'm counting on you then. Just one lavender melon will do. Have you brought the ingredients? Yes. Thank you, these ingredients will do. I wonder what pizza made with Inazuman locals ingredients would taste like. Starts making pizza. It's done. This pizza looks pretty good. Thank you for the help, Traveler. Here, these are for you. I'll make sure to savor this pizza's taste. If it's not bad, it should be officially launched as a new dish soon. I just want to read. Lavender melon. A bright-colored fruit. The flesh within transforms into food with a unique mouthfeel when cooked. You know, I don't like the word mouthfeel. It sounds wrong to me. It's like I understand what they're trying to say, but you don't have to call it mouthfeel. The mouthfeel. Aratani. How am I supposed to contact these two authors in this situation? Contact who now? Oh, Traveler, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. I was just in need of someone's help. Here's the problem. Yay Publishing House's annual novel writing competition is about to begin. And, as is our rule, we plan to invite a few of our writers to serve on the judging panel. Okay. However, we have 2 writers who are neither Inazuman, nor do they currently reside in Inazuma. As you know, the present circumstances prevent us from inviting outlanders here. But if we fail to inform the writers of such an important matter, that would also be inappropriate. So I thought that if someone could at least send them a gift, the basic courtesies would at least be satisfied, and we could also attach a letter discussing future manuscript. I mean, would you be willing to help out? I can take care of it. Who are these writers again? One of them is named Zenyu, and the other is Chang the Ninth. Oh! Chang the Ninth's story, known as The First Apprentice of Gyuha, is a tale about the first apprentice of a famed martial arts school in Liyue, and a young girl from Inazuma whom he took as a junior apprentice. If you were to ask me, the themes and plot are just a little outdated by this point, but enough readers buy it to keep sales up. We often ask people to send letters to him to suggest certain changes he might make in future works, to perhaps make a breakthrough. But we have never received a reply. Perhaps the letters were lost on the way, or who's Zenya? Now this one, I have no idea about. It's likely a pen name of some sort, but the book, A Legend of Sword, that one's an earth-shatterer, a world-shaker, make no mistake. Both the setting and the story have sent veritable shockwaves to the literary world. Well, where do I find this writer, then? I believe that this writer also lives in Liyue. According to the traveling merchant who brought this book back to Inazuma, he first found this text at Wanwen Bookhouse. I think that if you ask the staff at Wanwen Bookhouse, you should be able to find this author. However, well, never mind that for now. Here are the presents and the letters. I've put this in your reliable hands, traveler. Okay. Chang the Ninth. Well, it's nice to see Chang breaking out of his shell. Hello, Chang. Traveler, what brings you to my home today? Here's a letter and a gift from Yay Publishing House. A letter from Yay Publishing House? They're not asking me to change my pen name again, are they? I've told them 1,000 times that I'll write under my real name. Oh, forget it. Let me have a look. Reads the letter from Yay Publishing House. They want me to judge a novel writing contest? I don't think I have the time, but I suppose I should thank them anyway. What's this? These are creative suggestions. I'll have to read these a bit more carefully. Thank you, traveler. Yes, I want the map so that we can go here. Oh. Hey, isn't that Singcho? This part is indeed well written. And the progression is so very novel. Xingqiao? Oh, so that's what happens. Fascinating. Xingqiao! Hmm? Ah, it's you. It's been a while. From the way you greeted me, you seem well. That is good. What brings you here today? Actually, we were hoping to ask you to find someone for us. You've read a ton of books, so you probably know. A person? You're looking for a writer, then? Certainly. Ask away. We're looking for a certain Zenyu. Zenyu? Oh, where did you hear this name? It says so right here on this copy of A Legend of Sword. We're looking for this Zenyu person because someone from a publishing house in Inazuma asked us to pass them a letter. Would you know who this Zenyu person is? Well, the Zenyu of whom you speak. This is embarrassing, but that's my pen name. Well, that's one we've never heard of. Well, it's certainly nothing worth mentioning. Initially, the editor in charge of this book here in Liyue told me that the setting is too outlandish while the plot is unexpectedly cliched. No one will like this, and rejected my manuscript. I didn't feel like taking that lying down, so I had a few copies printed myself before planting them surreptitiously in one bookhouse to see if anyone would like them. As it turns out, readers were few and far between, so I did not pay it any more mind. I never thought that it would become so popular in Inazuma. Still, I'm quite pleased that people are willing to read what I've written. I shall read this letter carefully, traveler. Thank you. Guess who?
You buying or not?
Alright. Back to Inazuma. You're back at last. How did it go? Did you find our two authors? I did. The letters have been delivered. That's wonderful. What did they say? They both said that they read the letters with care. Good, good. It's just a shame that they're both far away in Liyue. Even were things more normal, we couldn't easily go to visit them. Especially for Mr. Zenyu. His book, A Legend of Sword, wasn't even submitted by him, but by a traveling merchant. Later, one of our editors would read this book, and seeing its value, they prepared to go to Liyue personally and arrange for more manuscripts to be written. Who would have thought that with these changes in our situation, none of our letters that we sought to have people bring to Liyue ever returned? We could only publish the books first, while keeping a record of the royalties owed to Mr. Zenya. Once we'd established contact, we would send the royalties over. But it's been so long, and still, A Legend of Swords remains a bestseller. The royalties are starting to pile up. How I wish Mr. Zenya could attend this competition. These royalties can't be left to pile up like this much longer.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Alrighty. Let's see what else we got as far as questy goes. Any of these glowy? Nope.
Archons, please.
Let's see. Anything? Not really seeing anything. There was that one guard down by the water. not seeing anything. There was, let's see. Yes. This. Kanju Commission Officer Hiromi. Yo, Outlander. What are you doing sneaking around? Maybe you're the sneaky one here. Don't bother me with anything unimportant, Outlander. Otherwise, I'll kindly have you accompany me to the Outlander Affairs agency. I have no idea how you got here, but it's a criminal offense to interfere with a samurai's job. The Kanju Commissioner will punish you severely should he find out. So I advise you to stay back for your own safety. Kanju Commission? Are you serious? Do you Outlanders not fear the Commissioner anymore nowadays? I don't see this place being under Kanju jurisdiction. You're not on the job right now, are you? You're not wrong. But even a samurai has the right to some free time. You Outlanders wouldn't understand. What are you doing? None of your business. Alright, I'll let you go this time. Just please, leave me alone. Why'd you come again? If you've got something to say, hurry up. Waiting for someone far outside his realm of jurisdiction. What are you trying to say? Not some proper folk you're meeting then, huh? Of course I wouldn't. Are you questioning a public servant? I'm on duty, waiting for my informant, contact. Speak up. I can barely hear you anymore. Enough. Leave, or you'll be coming with me to the Outlander Affairs Agency on charges of obstruction a personal officer... obstructing a personnel on official duty. Why, yes, let's go, shall we? Are you not afraid of being deported by the Commissioner? I feel like yours is the more evident misdemeanor. Please don't report this matter to the Commissioner. But I still don't get it. What is it you want to know? Just a low-ranking officer. I don't know much beyond my duties. I don't think I'll be of much help to you. Well, I can help you. I just can't stand the way you're going on like this. Well, I can help you. I can't believe an Outlander would understand the honor of a samurai. You have my respect. A public servant and a honey tongue. Alright, please don't mock me anymore. I sincerely apologize for my rudeness. Please accept my apology. By the way, I don't believe that you've given me your name. Call me Vivito. Well, Vivito, since you are willing to help, I do have something to ask of you. Here's how it is. I have a childhood friend, an Outlander, whom I haven't been able to meet since the Sakyokyu decree came into effect. I was worried about her safety, so I started putting letters into drifting bottles in hopes that she'd receive them. However, she still hasn't responded. Oh. Drifting bottles, you say? Yes, I did. What of it? Are you referring to this? Someone's drifting bottle. Left bottle, yeah. That's it. Her badge is inside, too. I don't know how to thank you enough. You wouldn't mind me reading it, would you? What? Please don't. Do you still remember the Uyu restaurant? We shall meet there. Wait. You'll find money for wine attached herein. Okay. But if you're not the one I was expecting... to receive this letter, please stop reading it. Very incredibly rude of you. Look at you being all serious. Were you like that when you were writing these letters too? Stop messing around. If you want to help me, just say so. If you want to help me, say so. Please continue. So recently, one of her old friends told me that she is doing well. They're both adventurers exploring the world, so I trust his intel. Unfortunately, between all the duties I shoulder, it's impossible for me to venture that far out. I was going to ask him to deliver my letter for me, and we agreed to meet here. But all he ever thinks about is treasure. He hurriedly left for the ancient ruins on the northern part of Narukami Island, and I haven't heard from him since. I've been here several times already, finding time every day to wait for him. But I can't keep making excuses to sneak off. That's why I was hoping that you could accompany me to find him. I suspect that it would take me a lot of time just to find those ruins, were I to go by myself. But with your help, we may yet save a lot of time. By the way, since you already have the bottle, you can hand it over to her as well. Can I count on you for this? Alright. Aye aye, let's head out at once. North of Narukami. Okay. I could probably, yeah. What's this? Oh, and actually, maybe I can finally unlock that treasure. That is not a treasure. There. Dang it. Fine. I really need to get, like, right up against the wall there, I suppose. Well, there's a boat here. And some ruins. Oh, yeah. Huh? Why are you here? And who's that you've brought along? Didn't we agree to meet alone? I understand. But it's about that case. Then tell your colleagues that it's not time yet. This isn't about that. It's the matter from last week. The one you promised me about. Oh, not the case. Then which one are you talking about? I'm a law-abiding citizen these days, you know. I'm squeaky clean. This isn't the time we agreed on either way. I mean, I just got out of jail 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, I've got it now. You're trying to preemptively arrest me to gain some credit? No, that's not it at all. And what gain would there be in catching someone like you? Ouch. Not in the feelings, man. I'm at least a treasure hoarder cadre. I'll have you know that I'm pretty well known on the streets, too. No. Wait, I get it now. You must be... An explanation would be nice, Hiromi. Man, not even knowing who the treasure hoarders are. Is your colleague over here new or something? Shut up. Listen, Shin is my informant. Please, don't make any unnecessary fuss about this. Look, Kazu. I came here with this friend of mine to ask you about where Big Sis is. I want to get in touch with her again. Oh, what on earth are you laughing at, huh? What's your issue? Yeah, what he said. You're hilarious. So here's the skinny traveler. The three of us have known each other since we were wetting beds. This was back before the Sakoku decree. Way before her became some stick in the mud, too. I mean, just look at what the commission headquarters did to a good boy like him. With me, they turned a good boy into a public servant who protects the people. With him, they turned a bad boy into a treasure hoarder. All right, I'll be straight with you. See, you knew who we were before the Sakoku decree was implemented, right? There you have it. That's why she left Inazuma. Bet you wrote about Uyu Restaurant in your last letter, huh? Don't worry, I miss it too. We even had a drink there the day before the Sakoku decree took effect. Everyone could tell what you were thinking, trust me. But well, isn't it a crying shame that your shogun hates outlander drifters, huh? Let's just get back to business. Is any of this business? Alright, I'm done messing with you, and I'd love to help you too, but I don't think I can. What do you mean? It's a long story. Oh look, my hand is itching. I think I want to beat someone up. Wow. A coincidence. Mine does too. So, Big Sis and I were in Genyun Karst not long ago. You know about Genyun Karst, right? Home of the Adepti, shiny golden core lapis, light blue Noctilucus jade, the works. That's where all the rare and exotic treasures gifted by heaven are buried, you know? They say that the Adepti get to the point... Oh, okay. So, Big Sis and I were casing Genyun Karst. Everything was going well at first, and we were even able to conceal ourselves from the Adepti. We planned on treating ourselves to something nice after casing that joint, and we were just about to head back. And then there was a whistling cry between the rocks and the sea, and 2 swords were drawn. 2 people leapt in front of us. 1 man, 1 woman, yelling, "Bandits! There's nowhere to run." It was a pair of warriors from the Guha clan. That's what it was. That was it, we thought. We were done for. Oh yeah, and, you know, I've heard that man is named Get to the Point. So the man's called Sun Yu, and the woman's called Little Choir. Big Sis and I had to split right there. I've got no clue where she is now. Thank you. You saved me a lot of time there. The scope of our search has been narrowed down a lot. All you need to do now is check with the 2 members of the Guha clan, and there should be hope of finding her yet. This bottle and her badge. I can only rest easy after I've returned both of these to her. I'm embarrassed to ask, but can you please help me out? You're not going yourself? I have other duties. It will be hard for me to leave. Oh, I have other duties. It'll be hard for me to leave. You're useless. How can you take yourself seriously, what with your pathetic salary and having to flatter your superiors constantly? It's getting late anyway. You should go back to your post. I don't know what to say. You want to be a good public servant and a lackey for the commissioner? Yet you can't let go of your friendship or forget the throbbing of your heart. Even though your paths have diverged so much, you don't have the guts to make your own choices. You're just a wuss who throws your duties to others. But don't you worry. Those choices will come back to you in the end. When that time comes, you won't be able to hide anymore. Don't you lecture me. That's right. How could I forget? I'm an outlander thief, and you're a public servant. You should be the one lecturing me. Well, traveler, looks like it's your time to save the day again. I'm not going to play house with this petty public servant a second longer. I've got my own job to do. You alright over there? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, I wasn't speaking complete nonsense. But I'm afraid that I still need to do this. I still need you to do this for me. You're as stubborn as a mule. Thanks. I will seize the next opportunity when it comes along with my own hands. Well, I'd best be back soon, or my superior will get mad. Thanks again for your help. Take care of yourself, and if anything urgent should crop up, you know where to find me in Rito. Well, I know where they are, actually. They are right here. You just have to fly a little ways.
Give me some space.
Where are we going?
What's the plan?
Ah, it's you. Your great name is known throughout Leeway Harbor. I'd inquire as to why you have elected to grace us with your presence. You're talking all funny. I am presently trying to teach Kerr how to treat people with proper etiquette. As the saying goes, those without credibility have no leg to stand on, and those without etiquette... Fair, but there's no need to be so formal. Alright then, may I help you? I'm looking for a certain female thief. Ah, so you've come to perform the chivalrous act of hunting down criminals. The Guhua clan will definitely support that. What aid may we lend to you? The two of you went after her once. Do you still have any impression of her? Now that you mention it, I do have an impression of just such an incident. It happened about a week ago. Quer and I were wandering these mountains in training when we were interrupted by two thieves. We rose up and made to help the Adepti keep their paradise clean of such unwanted intruders. We pursued the two thieves deep into Mount Hulao, only to see their shadows suddenly rise and fall. Then what happened? Suddenly one of the shadows disappeared. I said, Quer, this must be a trap. Don't fall for it. Then we began to chase the female thief. We climbed Mount Hulao, through rock, stone, cave, and cloud. In short, we chased them up and down, and up and down. And then we heard a poof. And then the female thief was gone. Little Kur and I searched for her for a long time, but we couldn't find any trace. We thought she might have fallen off the cliffs. Or perhaps she was so agile that she gave us the slip. That's possible as well. That's all I know. I cannot be sure if it'll be of any use to you. Well, thanks for the help. I'm glad that we were able to help. By the way, I also saw a few Kishing on the mountain summit that seemed quite lovely. Beyond the pale, even. I wonder if... Taking my leave now? Oh.
Hey, get him!
Where are we going?
There you are.
Where are we going?
She can't keep up with me.
Alright, where is Big Sis? Hunt Hulao. Huh. Oh. Phew, I thought I'd never get out. Thank you for saving my life, stranger. It's you. Aren't you that... Oh, so it's that? Yes, and that time in, Kiching too. That, yeah, definitely that. Yes, that's right. So did you get any mileage out of those chi remains? Hardly. So, you're something, all right. So it really was you who turned my brothers inside out back in, Kinsa village. Well, regardless, you have my thanks for saving my life. Otherwise, I don't know how long I would have been trapped in this accursed amber. It was awful in there. The vaunted adepti of genuine karst. A pack of petty jerks, I tell you. The adeptus saved your life, you know. Just saying, you're still in their territory. Heh, you're right. I accidentally fell into this pit back trying to avoid those crazy couple. But thanks to Mountain Spitter wrapping me up in amber from way over on his abode, I wasn't injured. Well, he's not an avid finisher of what he starts, seeing as how he didn't let me out afterwards. The Adeptus was probably trying to punish you too. Makes sense. Alright, I'm done laughing now. Come on, let's get out of this place. So, I suppose that you've got something you need my help with. How did you know? Ha! You can't fool me. You Outlanders have faces that can't hide no secrets. Well then, what's the matter? Did you finally remember that you might have to arrest me? Oh, hero of Liyue? Please, take this. Oh. Is this a gift? Thanks. It's from Hiromi. Hiromi? Who's that? He said he misses you. Sorry, I don't know any officer who catches thieves. Especially idiots. I don't know any of them. However, please thank him for returning the badge. Also, the OU restaurant seems like a fine place. I will go there for drinks when I am free. Go for a few drinks and get to know that idiot along the way. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. So, did you manage to get any news of Big Sis? We've spoken. What did she say? Don't tell me she's already forgotten about me. She doesn't know a Hiromi. But Well, that's because she can't get to know any public servants. Idiotic ones least of all. Still, she thinks that she can give it a try. Sounds like a date, doesn't it? Is that how you see it? Is that so strange? No, it's just, I wasn't expecting this response. I'll go if you won't. What? No, there's no need for that. I can take care of this myself. But she didn't mention when she'll try to get to know me, did she? I'm afraid she couldn't spill the beans then. She is a treasure hoarder after all. Yes, you're right. Anyway, you have my thanks. Perhaps I still need time to digest everything that she said. Well, I can't claim to be disappointed with this answer either way. Sorry for the trouble. Here's your payment. Don't forget now, Uyu Restaurant. I got it. Thank you. By the way, I wish you all the best here in Inazuma. You can't help your feelings, Sonny. What do we have? Electrograna. These miraculous spirits are called Electrograna. They spawn from Thunder Sakura brows and grant protection of Electro. I thought we already got this. Okay. Electrograna various powers. Yep. You will withstand Bale Thunder. Ledger sigils. Yes. Nope, that's... I need to... Yep. Inexplicable barrier. Kind of Electrograna. And Electro sigils. Yep. Okay. We got some achievements. Help Hiromi resolve his angst. Discover a secret passage in Rito. And find out who Zenya really is. Alright. What else? I think that is pretty much everything here. Let's... I don't think I have a ton of electro... 52. I might be able to upgrade the Sakura tree, maybe, a little bit. I'll talk to him about my reputation. In another land. International Travelogue. Yay, Publish House. Rito Hiromi. Gourmet Supremo. Alright. Cool. Still not quite high enough for that. Oh, new quest. Click! Talk to Susan. Hello, Susan. The scenery here is rather lovely. If only someone was around to take a picture for me. What are you doing? Oh, are you the traveler? Great. I was just looking for someone to help me out. My name is Susan. I'm from Mondstadt. My husband is here in Inazuma on a business trip, so I came here with him. But we had no idea that the situation in Inazuma would become like this. Since we can't go home anyway, I suggested that we travel around Inazuma. Unfortunately, my husband is really lazy, and I couldn't get him out of the door. I ended up traveling by myself, but I don't have anyone who can take pictures of me, which is a crying shame. I'd ask a friend of mine to help purchase this camera in Fontaine, and all too. But since you're here, may I ask you to help me take some pictures? Ugh, leave it to me. Thank you. Please, tell me if my pose is alright, aren't I? Should I tilt my head a bit? Okay, I'm ready now. Have you finished taking the picture? Let me have a look then. Not bad. I'm a natural born beauty after all. Very lovely indeed, ma'am. Oh, traveler, you're such a sweet talker. Come, this is your reward for a picture of me. Here you go. Okay. What else? We need to do that. Let's see. That is in. That's part of the. Yeah. Oh. Go to the Grand Shrine. Okay. Well, this will work out because I can actually. Oh, and I also need to do the. Fortune slip. Try my luck. I mean, are you here to decipher your fortune slip today? Yes, in the middle of a hazy night. Foggy. Alright, take your fortune slip. Here we go. Read. Incorrigible thief. Mousy Maki, a notorious bandit whose usual haunt is the tidal flat near the Koju encampment. Mousy Maki often wanders the area shown here, stealing resources from the Shogun's army. Petty thieves shall be tattooed as such. Serious offenders will face imprisonment. Makita Omoi, nicknamed Mousy, has repeatedly escaped arrest, relying on martial arts and cunning. Send in the Shumatsu to end traitors and criminals alike. Okay. So by the Koju encampment. Okay. Where is that? Koju encampment. Okay, so that's over here somewhere. Interesting, interesting. Offer. Perfect. Rewards. Oh, good. You can now carry an electrogranum. You can now block a maximum of 8 instances of damage. Nice. And okay. We got some quaint fates. So that means I've got, oh, 2 of those, but 14 of these.
Murakami, please. See that he stays safe. Protection of the Electro Archon.
What do we got? So we have this one, but also let's head to the Koju encampment and
Come a little closer.
My blade!
Hip. Here. Hua. Hup. Dick. Hip.
There you are!
Hip. Dick.
There we go.
Not so hard. No escape.
Let's spark things up.
As a dutiful maid would. Steady as stone.
Cheap tricks.
Go, go, Barret Bunny.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Leave it all to me. Hey! Ugh, I missed a spot.
Fall before me.
Hit. Huh? Hit.
Come a little closer.
Taste my flavor.
Here.
One strike will suffice. Double.
You're in for a little shock.
This will do.
My.
Cheap tricks.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I'm ready.
Come a little closer.
Hup.
Cut down.
Hit. Hit.
Fall before
I'll
me.
catch up. Let it rain. Huh?
I'm ready.
Yeah!
You win.
Yeah!
This
Disappear!
Another test subject.
Okay.
We're looking for the Great Muchina Yokai. Do you know where it lives? Great Muchina Yokai? What's that?
Yeah.
Huh? You've never heard of it?
Nope.
It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants. One time, the Great Muchina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, it pushed my dad into the river. Sounds like a very naughty little monster.
Why are you out looking for it?
Because we finally found out how to chase it away.
Oh.
My dad said that the Great Muchina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to. So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want. This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you. Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great Muchina Yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything. So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest. Yeah, so as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be safe. Something sounds very strange about all this, but Paimon can't say exactly what it is.
If a monster's coming for you, surely you won't be safe at home. We've never seen a monster like this before. Dad's attitude doesn't quite add up.
Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Mujina yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world.
Guess the parents just don't want their kids staying out all the time.
We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it. Oh, children, listen up. There's no need to go looking for the Great Mujina yokai, alright? Because it isn't real. Huh?
No way.
That's impossible. My dad wouldn't lie to me. Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous. That's not true. The Great Mujina yokai is definitely real.
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up!
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in fireworks prison break, Yoimiya?
Maybe don't announce that in front of children?
We told her all about the Great Mujina yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day!
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie.
Well, maybe it's not a lie.
Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya. Wait, hold on, don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only trying to look out for them. Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Dreamlike timelessness.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. He was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it! Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about. Okay, thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now. Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So...
We meet again.
Ah, so it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist. Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist, right? Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina yokai is mostly influenced by me.
Well, that's, you know, one way to do it.
So creativity?
Surely it's a bad idea to keep the lie going like that.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it.
Fair enough.
Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good.
Fair enough.
Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't.
True.
Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist, nah nah nah, I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else to tell me what's what.
Fair enough.
The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing.
Well, I kind of slay dragons, so yeah.
If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Fair enough.
Yeah! Oh, way too early. For sure!
You didn't follow that at all, did you?
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready. Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something? Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you.
We've been looking forward to it for ages.
In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way.
Fair enough.
Hey, Pups, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganoharas.
That can wait. Pups, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
Oh, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials!
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them. Okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something.
Still, he seems like a warm and friendly person.
That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I'd tell my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day. Huh? Why would you do that? It just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me there. I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming over. No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side.
The person hiding inside help
We're
carefully
lucky that
crawls
no one
out.
from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Yeah?
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all
Boat.
your help.
Who is this?
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
Oh. Why?
An arrest warrant? Shh, keep it down. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again.
But isn't there a thunderstorm out in the ocean?
Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left. What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary.
Paimon.
If things are this bad, couldn't you have just not come back in the first place?
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure anymore. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas. Little piece of paper?
I remember something about that. Like the paper slips you gave the kids.
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Wow, that is so awesome! It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks for Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my options.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update for you.
All right. I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma.
That's weird.
Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
We went through a long bureaucratic process in Rito.
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Kanjo Commission. I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakujiro. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh?
It's true. Each Archon has their own way of running things.
Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. And then you can come meet me back at the house later.
I don't mind coming along.
Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met? He saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask? Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited? Because you said person and not floating child or mascot. Koichi, I'm here. How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Oh, don't worry. They're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat. Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Pleasure to meet
I
you.
see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of saying thank you. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. If it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuma tradition after all.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials. I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of materials.
If it's too much trouble, don't worry about us.
It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
So, what you're trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom! And then seeing all the lights and colors and... What I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets. Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
Fair enough.
Huh. You kinda have a point.
Here we are.
Morihiko.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoi Mia, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests.
And it's always good to have a vendor that knows ya.
What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made?
Yes, thank you ever so much.
It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoi Mia was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoi Mia, who knows? He probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there?
Nope.
All right then, if you insist. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
Seems like you'd happily do anything for anyone.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks. But they don't always listen, so it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Well, that's the blacksmith. Mhm.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, that could be a problem. Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged.
I don't see you forging.
If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
Fair enough.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
I could do it, probably.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
You do too much.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains. It's beautiful. I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
Unless someone takes your vision. Oh, you don't have one.
Inazuma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same.
Fair enough.
Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
Pass that torch.
I know.
That is an unfortunate hairstyle.
Alright, I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, remember to come and watch the fireworks. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
Shouldn't she be processing her fireworks though?
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day. Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly. Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
You seem to get along well with everyone.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have the chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
Mondstadt, the city of freedom.
Sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy.
Yeah.
My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Dawn Winery.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous. Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. He was telling me all night about how good it tasted. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
I'm looking for my lost sister.
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too. You were separated from your family because of a god?
Yep.
Oh. That must be really tough.
Sometimes.
I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest.
Yeah. But you could never leave.
Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
I am very, very, very on it.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is. When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired.
True.
An adventure friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way.
I'll bear that in mind.
Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy.
Oh?
And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
I'll add it to my list of candidates.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer?
We just finished, as it happens.
Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
It's a boat.
That's way too small.
It is technically sturdy, though.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber.
I mean, it looks solid.
Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakujiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakujiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail. Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakujiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission? Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right? That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait! Oh no!
We were chased by the Millilith and Leeway, too.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Who's Third Sis? Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends, but eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always gonna be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days.
No.
To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things. Yep, That's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
Please speak to President Song.
The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
And also, this is going to be very, very dangerous, so maybe you should reconsider.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially when I'll be going up against the stormy ocean on a tiny little boat. My prospects don't look great.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, they make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... no, I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there something you wanted to do?
Yeah.
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
What a pity. Talk to us about it. Maybe we could... If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision. The Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryou Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Yeah. Careful.
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues.
Hopefully.
All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one. Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish. Pops! Pops! No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks. Ahem! Why did you cut Paimon off earlier? Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
Ah, Conda Village. Yeah. No, no, not you. Imatani, Saburo, and Kaoru. Kaori?
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into Inazuma nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next hair of Naganohara fireworks.
Oh, okay.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
No, no, no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often. It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now. Hasn't found anyone yet. And he doesn't visit very often. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to Satoru on the other side of the village?
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then deliver the pickled radish. Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better and better. We sold some fireworks to Liyue a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it. It's a family staple now.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. we have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict.
Fair enough.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that, as would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
Hopefully they can help.
That was quick. Ah, young people are so handy.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganohara fireworks show. We've been together ever since.
Congratulations.
To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganohara's shop and ordered my firework. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the fireworks. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Ah, what a great relationship they have.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to discuss?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together.
Oh.
But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought? I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do. Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list.
I guess this is fate.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something for Sakujiro and Keisuke to resolve between themselves.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
That would be nice.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Agreed.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Why? Do they know? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him.
Did you catch any of their names?
Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this, surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
The kids.
It's Masazaka and his friends. Let's ask them.
Hi, Yoimiya. Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later. Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya? I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love.
Yay! We're gonna get candy! Woohoo!
I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a bunch of scary-looking men come by here at all? Yep, we did. It looked like they were chasing someone.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior, especially for you, Yoimiya.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryo Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well, you've only got yourself to blame! Time for a light show!
Withdraw.
That didn't count!
Withdraw.
Fire hazard! Here come the fireworks! Time for a light show!
I must withdraw. How dare you impede the work of the Tenryo Commission? You will be punished for your actions. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Uh-oh.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryo Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryo Commission. There is never any room for discussion.
He's not a criminal. How is he a criminal?
Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
What are you talking about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Tuh. Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything. Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feelings. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back, no matter what the consequences are. You have to tell him everything. If you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone! Fire hazard! That didn't count!
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand down.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then.
Good.
Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me. Then, your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something special to you both. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that I felt lost. It wasn't that I'd changed my mind, I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home.
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that I never should have run away like that. After all, you never ran away.
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
I love you.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done.
Okay.
But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryou Commission. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing?
No.
The boat is yours. Huh? I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke. I won't. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time. I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it.
That boat.
It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've managed to resolve the grievance in your heart by talking about it.
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive. You saw right into what I was thinking.
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people, so I didn't think the apple would fall too far from the tree.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless maybe, but you live up to the family name. By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
Ah, I see.
You'll just have to let him in.
Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered a firework from me, didn't I? I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off instead.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show. Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole situation was amazing! What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away before your eyes.
And if that doesn't work, blow it up.
Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse.
They'll find each other again one day.
Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Huh? It's... Keisuke.
So, Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya?
Shh.
Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed.
It was very pretty.
Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it. It was one of the best ones. They won't forget that anytime soon.
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping it would leave a deep impression on you guys. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
Thank you for the firework.
You know, Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship. For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were commemorating...
Unwavering beliefs.
Oh yeah, right, beliefs!
And their love for one another.
As for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't found an answer.
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and philosophical.
She's the one that makes them.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them. Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun desires. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, then they wouldn't exist.
That's another kind of eternity.
Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Stillness.
Inazuma
The
is not such a bad
sublimation.
place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about, right? As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over?
I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is still not quite over in my heart. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. Mizaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Mujina yokai. I'm like a big sister to them, so I can't go back on my word. Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fireworks. And over the next few days, I'd also like to thank everyone for their support. That includes you and Paimon too, of course.
So, amidst stormy judgment. What is that? Okay, Chapter 2, Act 2. Okay. Chapter 2, Act 2. Okay. And the Chasm Dwellers. I'm surprised at that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this island has a big thunderstorm on it. We'll come back to that. But what else do we have? I think we will do the chasm, finish the chasm off next time. And get that going. Considering that is part of, like, I need to do that in order to unlock that other quest. So eventually we'll get there, but yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and preemptively head over that way. And we'll just hit Lille. Perfect. And then, oh, actually, that's what I'll do. We'll go to the Jade Palace, where we will do our 10 pull of the fates that we have. So here we are at the lovely Jade Palace. And we will make wishes. So we have a 10 pull here. We've got 2. Okay. 10 pull. Let's see what we get. It is purple. Slingshot. Harbinger. Bloodstained. Oh, the Bell. Looks like a big old claymore. Magic Guide. Slingshot. Emerald Orb. Emerald Orb. Bloodstained. Bloodstained. So we got a new claymore. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Rebellious Guardian. Taking damage generates a shield which absorbs damage up to 20% of max HP. The shield lasts for 10 seconds or until broken and can only be triggered once every 45 seconds. While protected by a shield, the character gains 12% increased damage. Okay. It's an HP 1, so it's not ideal for Noelle, since her shield is based off of her defense. So eventually, I would like to finish getting the refinement up on the white blind. This is actually, you can craft this, but I need claymore billets, and I do not have any. So, interesting. Okay. Well, there we go. Gotcha's gonna gotcha. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all